All right, so the next thing that we need to do is paint our mountain. Now the mountain is actually going to be the same color as the sky. So the darker part up here is the part that you want to color, paint your mountain. So you can clean your brush off. Go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna go down. Yes, we're gonna paint over this area that is gonna be white. And you can paint over the lines. Honestly, I would prefer you do that because you really don't want to see the lines. You want to make people think that you painted this on your own and you didn't have any help with my drawing. You know what I'm saying? So do that. Paint over top of that line, and it's okay if you go over it or whatever. If you hear dogs barking, my studio is right next to a dog groomer, and yeah, that is how clear you can hear them. It doesn't bother me, honestly. People ask me that. It doesn't bother me because I'm in here painting and stuff, and I mean, I don't need it to be absolutely silent. So it doesn't matter. I had the music going and I have my little TV on, so that doesn't bother me. But I know it would drive some people crazy, like my mom. She would have a fit. She would have a fit in here. And just, like I said, just spread it out. Now this in particular, you can go in different directions. And you kind of want to go in some different directions with the mountain, so it can look like it has some texture to it. Okay, now what I'm going to do also, because if you notice on here, on your sample painting, and the colors, since we're making our colors there, the colors are not going to be the exact same as they are on the sample because we're making them from scratch. It's very hard to get the same color every single time. So don't be worried if your blue is not coming out like this blue, like it's to be expected. All right, so up in here in this area, you see how it's faded? We're gonna get some white to make that happen. Not gonna clean my brush off, and I'm gonna go right here on the line, actually. And kind of go up in here. And just go in all different directions. Right now I'm just putting a little bit in here, and then I'm gonna kind of brush across it to blend it in. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit more. Oh, actually, if you don't have any more navy blue, like the same color as this water, go ahead and make some. Try to fade some of that blue and that white in together. So I'm gonna go across this black line. And I'm just sweeping across it. I'm putting some of that dark blue back on here just to make it wet, because you can't blend, you cannot blend dry paint. Go back in with the white. See if I can do a little faded effect. And I'm getting some more white. And I might put get some more white and just make like little lines like this going into the direction of the mountain. Go into the direction of the mountain. Just sweep, 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 sweep. Okay. All right, I'm cleaning my brush off. right, now we need to paint this area right here white. So grab some white. And you're gonna paint that. Actually, I wanted us to paint, and don't worry about staying in these lines. This is just so that you can get an idea of how you want the white to be. You just don't want it to be even, okay? So you don't have to necessarily stay in the lines, but just so you don't make just a straight white line across, this is just giving you an idea of how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, the next thing we have to do is the sun or this moon. Now, in order to make the orange, you need blue, or Lord, blue. I'm looking at the paint. You need yellow and red. So we are going to take, now orange is more yellow than red. Red is just like black. It's a powerful color. So you only need a little bit. It looks like it's a little bit of red, it's a little bit of orange, it's a little bit of white up in here. So we're gonna try our best to get this ombre effect going on in the sun. All right, so let's get some yellow. A little bit of red, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just like that. All right, I still have some blue in my brush. Make sure you clean your brush off really well. I'm gonna take my napkin and wipe. All right. I don't know where this blue is coming from. Oh, it must still be wet. And see, I probably used a little bit too. Oh no, this might be all right. Okay, this might be okay. All right, I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with this. Okay. All right, let's see if y'all can see. Okay. All right, so with this, now what I'm gonna do is actually go around the sun, this moon, whatever you want to call it, because I'm gonna give it all kinds of names. As you can see, I call it a sun, a moon. And I'm just going around, covering up the black line as best as I can. I hope y'all can see this. And we probably should have waited to do the white on this mountain, now that I think about it. But it's all good. If you get some orange in there, just go back when it dries and paint over it with white. All right. So now I'm gonna smooth this out. And I'm just filling it in. Now, what we actually want to do is go, because it looks like the darker, the outer part is a little more red. We're gonna get some red, just straight up red. And I'm gonna go around that. Go around the outside. And I'm gonna kind of trace the outside with that. Okay. And then I'm just gonna bring it inward. And like I said, if you notice, it's a little more redder over this side and a little lighter over here. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of white. That might be too much. And I'm gonna paint up in here. Just up in this area. Get some of the white. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just going back and forth over it. And now I think I like the way it looks, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Because let me tell you, you can be painting and painting and painting, and then you'll end up just messing it up. And I don't want this video to be too long anyway. So, all right. Now the next thing we need to do is paint the trees. So we're gonna do that. Make sure you clean your brush off. Get some brown and just go into this area. Now you all take your time doing this. I am going through it quickly because, like I said, I don't want this video to be super long or anything. And don't worry about staying in these lines. It's just telling you where you should be, just a general area. But don't worry about sticking in the lines. Just hold your brush straight down, pointing down, and just glide it across. You want your ends to be kind of pointy, but if not, it's all right. Now I will tell you, the harder you press down on your brush, the thicker the line is going to be. So I'm gonna give you a prime example. I don't care that I messed this up because, you know, I don't want you all to mess yours up. So that's why I'm gonna show you. I would rather me mess mine up. If you press down really hard, you see how thin this is supposed to be right here. But if I press down hard, I'm gonna get a thick line right here, right? So what you wanna do is you wanna stay at the tip. I gotta get some more paint. I'm running out. Hope you all can see this. Without pressing down too hard. You just want to drag your brush lightly. You see how thin that line is compared to this one? So just don't press down hard. You want to lightly brush it across, and that's how you're going to get that thin line. Okay, do you see the difference between me pressing down hard and me not doing it? Just keep that in mind when you're doing this. And I probably should have said that before we started, but hopefully, like I said, you all are taking your time, and that's why I'm kind of doing this fast. Next thing, I'm not gonna do all of the little leaves, but I'm going to show you all how to do it. So it's a combination of white and pink dots. Now, in order to get pink, what color do you think you need to mix? I'm gonna give y'all a second. If you're doing this with somebody or a group, y'all yell out what you think makes pink. What colors you have? Remember, you have all the colors here that you need to make any color. Okay, time's up. So to make pink, you are going to need and red, white and red. So if you guess white and red, good job. You probably passed kindergarten. I'm just joking. Okay. All right. So to make your pink, you can actually make it on your plate, like we've been doing. Grab some white, and then you actually want to get 2 sections of white. Put one on one side and one on another. Grab some red. You can mix your pink. And see? And I'm just going to show you all quickly how to do it. So you can do it 2 different ways. You can dip one side of your brush into the pink, dip the other side into the white, and then you can go onto your canvas like this, and you can get pink and white, and they're everywhere, so you can just dot, or you can do pink and white individually, do some pink dots, then do some white dots. And when you do it, you want it to look a little realistic. So, you know, take some leaves and maybe drop a couple down. You know, you want to put some up in here too. Now, when it gets to the water part, you actually may want to do these down here last, because we have to still do one more thing. So that's how you do the leaves. And you can put those wherever you want. You can put them all on the ends. You can put them down here, wherever you want your leaves to be. Now in the water, you have, it looks like a reflection of the sun. So you have this orange color. Maybe you may have some red in here. You got some white, maybe even some light blue. So all of the colors that you need, you mix them together, mix them on your plates, whatever color. Mainly you want that orange color. So make sure you have a lot of that. Okay, you're facing your brush downward. And you're gonna go just straight across like that. And you can grab some white if you want. Like I said, it's all kinds of colors mixed up in here. You may want to get some red. Just taking your brush and just brushing across. If y'all can see that. Just going across. And that's it. So that is it. You have, if you got this far, you have completed the painting and you are officially an artist. So give yourselves a hand clap. I am so proud of you. I hope you made it this far. I hope you had a good time. Thank you again for purchasing our paint party kit, and we hope you purchase more. We're working on adding more videos, video tutorials of our paintings. We're working on adding more paintings and more things to our online website, art store as well. So, you know, again, just thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for just wanting to get creative and, you know, do something fun that is also relaxing at the same time. If you're in Virginia, come by the studio, come by the Art Lounge, shop and grab a bottle of wine, you know, and come check us out. So again, we appreciate it. Make sure you visit the website, www.shoptheartlounge.com. Make sure you follow our Instagram and our Facebook page, The Art Lounge RVA, on both of those on social media. And yeah, so enjoy the rest of your paint night or paint party and have fun.